Hello YouTube, this is Balball here with a brand new video review. This is a time of my first Iron Man 2 movie trial review. So you will notice that my stage area is a little dark. That's because it's at night. Almost all, well yeah, all my reviews are during the day, but this time it's at night. So, oh well, you kinda got put up with it a little. Can't get a lot of lighting flooding for some reason. But let's get into the video review. For my first Iron Man video review, I thought to do something not obvious like the Mach 1. I figured to do Iron Man's first armor, which this is it. So let's take a look. This is Iron Man's first armor. As you can see, it's pretty simple. And it's a good sculpt. Not intense that it's like, oh, it's probably like a simple sculpt. No, it's a really good sculpt because you got little dings and dents which you got like a big dent here on the back, like a big chunk missing here. You even got this rusted, like destroyed effect. It like rusted, like it's been scratched, all kinds of cool things. So yeah. Now this figure does get an intended re-release in a sense where it's repainting it gold, taking the chest piece and the head and remolding it, which makes sense because Iron Man did for a second armor repaint this arm, actually did repaint this armor gold and upgraded it severely. Now I think he did make an exact replica of this armor for his Hall of Armors, but still, I mean, now the detailing on this thing is incredible. I mean, you can see that it has the scratches here. The arc reactor is painted nicely. It's this nice vibrant blue. The head is really nicely done because I mean, it's got the eyes and done. It would have been nice if they were painted black. So yep. Now let's go over the bio real quick. Now I will have the bio scanned down there in the info. But, you could see it there. I'm gonna have to, no, I can't read it through the camera. So, built based on the primitive transistorized, yeah, you can read it later, chest piece that keeps Tony Stark alive. This is the armor that first allowed the billionaire inventor to become the Iron Man. Totally built bulletproof and armored with magnetic repulsors, and it allows Stark to hold his own even against the likes of the Hulk, which is interesting because the Hulk, really, he could not go against the Hulk in this armor. He barely goes against most of his villains in the normal and like a normal one, like, okay, yeah, he barely goes against the Hulk in a normal armor. How could he go against the Hulk in this hunk of junk armor, pretty much? It's like the Mach 1 armor, pretty much. So, pretty cool picture. This is 22 in the toy line. Snap on repulsing blast. You got 22, 23 War Machine, 25 Crimson Dynamo, and 28 Iron Man. You'll be seeing this. So yeah, pretty cool. And if you notice that the see that hand here and that fist here and this thing here, keep that in mind later. Oh, and you do have this here, that, and it had to say commentaries here, but I wrote it again. Simple packaging, but I keep it because of the bio. So let's do this. You see, this is the snap-on repulsing blast, which looks, it's more lighter, well, darker in person. Clips on, not to this fist. No, this was a this looks like a true fist, like you would hold a gun or something. If you heard that, that was a text. This is a fist, obviously, so you can just plug that on there, and you got this energy beam. Like you could be all, which would clip onto any other fist or non-fist in the line. So it's weird. It's like they instantly decided to swap because this was supposed to be a trigger hand. That it's not like they swapped the hands. It was actually a remote entirely. I don't know why they did that. Now let's cover the articulation, because the articulation on this dude impresses me. He has, I believe, it's a ball jointed head, but due to how sculpted it doesn't go up much. It's just this. Rotates full 360, goes up a little. Arms rotate full 360, has a cut joint to go out. There's an elbow joint. It's a tight elbow joint. Rotates above the elbow and rotates at the wrist. He has this ball-like joint on chest, so you can get semi-ab crunch, and you kind of have to force it to rotate. Oh, he does have the two blocks here, and the circle belt, and the two dots here. It's a really nice sculpt. He has the weird Iron Man 2 joints, which go out, and then they rotate both above and below. And I figured out how to get to turn this side, so you could get that side joint. So if you don't want it to kick forward, you can actually pull this up, rotate it again, and pull down, and you have that joint. It doesn't go up. To the side. It goes out to the side super. It doesn't go up all the way, but it's like a tricky joint. Then he has double jointed knees. That's cool. And then he has a cut and swivel. And he has the peg system for the figure stand included. It's a pretty simple one. It's just some slight detailing in this piece here. This one's loose, so instead of putting it normally like it would be on the back, with this facing the back, I kind of have to put it forward.
Hello?
Oh, if you hear some noise in the background, that's my sister. She's watching TV. So, now, every figure in the line comes with this 3 cards. Let's, show this off. You can see that it makes up the figure. The first one, well, you can arrange these in any order, but the first one is the legs, this one is the head and arms, and this one's the body. And you line them up, and you got that. And there's like a code, so you can like type this in on a website or something. The website mentioned here, which is ironmancard.com. Basically, you can get more of the line, and you can mix and match, create your own armor. And I guess when you type in the code, it would like show you that armor or something. And what way this works is that normally it would be in like that, but I again have to do it with this forward. Is that you place the one in the back one here, in the second one. Then the second one you would place is in the middle clip, and this one would be in the final clip. And it comes off as a 3D effect, and it actually works. It's pretty cool, but it's a little bit of a pain to set up. So I just kind of put them in one clip, so it stays on better. So let's do a comparison, shall we? Here we have the Mach 1 armor. And you can see that this armor is an homage to that armor. In fact, the heads, you could tell, are definitely homages. So let's get that one out of the way. Here we have the another figure in this wave. The this is Iron Man's third armor and first armor to fly. He only comes with one of these flight stands. But here you have a little comparison. You can see it's much thinner than this one, more slim. Don't worry, I'll be reviewing him later. Every comparison I'm showing you, I intend to review. Here we have a a really recent Marvel Legends Iron Man, which is not. Yeah, there you go. So here we go, little comparison. This one's more advanced, obviously. And then the Mach 6 movie armor. Why? I just like the Mach 6 armor's design. This is the movie accurate color scheme one, by the way. I don't know, I just like it. Surprisingly, I just like this design more than any other armor. So I'm going to use this for all my comparisons, except when I review him later. So you can see, much bulkier. This one's slimmed down more. Pretty cool. And yes, if you do have a figure, any figure with a fist, you can attach this. Kind of cool. So, yeah. So, it comes down to, can I recommend him? If you are a die-hard solid fan of Iron Man, yes, I can recommend this figure. It has a nice sculpt, an incredibly impressive amount of articulation. The paint scheme works, especially with all the kind of flooding in scratches. So this figure definitely gets high props on the sculpt and all that stuff. Very nice design, highly recommend it. So you diehard, if you're just collecting all the comic series of the entire wave, he is one to pick up. If you're just gonna pick and choose, you would want to pick this one because it's a good representation. It's a really good representation of how he looked in the comics. So this is Bow signing off with my first Iron Man video review. Adios, YouTube and other people of the internet.